What comes to mind when you think of the word science? Is it the subjects you learn at school? Physics, chemistry, and biology? Maybe it conjures up images of someone in a lab coat mixing chemicals in a test tube, or an image of deep space full of stars and galaxies, or a blackboard full of mathematical symbols. But science is much more than just a collection of facts. The periodic table of chemical elements, or the names of the bones in the human body, or the planets in the solar system. They are all what we call knowledge. And there are many ways of acquiring knowledge, whether through observation, reading books, learning from teachers, or logical deduction. However, doing this scientifically gives us the most reliable way of finding out how the world works. You see, science is not a collection of facts. It's a process, a way of gaining that knowledge about the world, what's known as the scientific method. In its broadest sense, science is the careful and systematic study and explanation of the world around us, from the tiniest building blocks of matter to the workings of living organisms, all the way up to the structure of the entire universe. Here are just a few examples of this way of thinking. A good scientist should always retain an element of skepticism and doubt. Being 100% certain about something is unhealthy in science. Of course, we can be pretty sure about some things. The Earth is round. Gravity pulls us down, not up. Life evolved through a process of evolution and natural selection. But we should also be open-minded enough to change our minds if there is compelling and reliable evidence suggesting what we thought was true isn't, or isn't the whole story. So, unlike a politician or a lawyer, a good scientist should be prepared to admit when he or she is wrong. Acknowledging our mistakes in science and learning from them is a strength, not a weakness. In fact, it's how science makes progress. Scientists must also examine their biases, however uncomfortable. Science is not about defending your views and opinions or winning arguments. It's about getting to the truth, or at least getting closer to it. Science is also about acknowledging that the truth is often more complicated than we would like. Sometimes we just have to admit that the world is complicated, and it takes effort and dedication to understand it. These and other core principles underpin the way we do science, but they can also help us navigate daily life more confidently. We would all benefit from thinking a little more scientifically to help us make sense of our complex world. We're bombarded with information every day, and we need to know what and whom to trust. Having a rational scientific approach can help us do this, make us happier and more confident, and the world a better place.